The Temple family, hailing from Katy, Texas, was a household name in their community, especially David, a standout athlete who led the Katy High School football team to a perfect season in 1986 as the leading linebacker and defensive anchor. David's prowess on the gridiron garnered him fame that extended well beyond the playing field. In Katy, David was a celebrated figure. He was the person everyone aspired to befriend. As David's athletic acclaim grew, he chose to advance his education and sports career by attending Stephen F. Austin State University in the autumn of 1990. The university recognized his talent with a full-ride football scholarship, which David accepted with enthusiasm. At Stephen F. Austin, David's performance was remarkable. His formidable stature and fierce play style earned him the moniker, the Temple of Doom. It was at the university where David met Belinda Lucas, a student majoring in physical education. Belinda also assisted with the football team. The spark between David and Belinda was immediate, and their romance quickly deepened. Belinda's allure, with her fair hair and charm, was irresistible to David. From the onset of their courtship, David was devoted to Belinda, often leaving affectionate notes on her car windshield and surprising her with bouquets of roses. After a year of dating, David felt it was time to elevate their bond. He respectfully sought Belinda's parents' blessing for marriage, which they granted, impressed by his sincerity and courteous nature. David planned a memorable proposal for Belinda. He chose the football field for this special moment. As they approached the center of the field, the air was thick with excitement. Dropping to one knee at the 50-yard line, David proposed to Belinda, who joyously accepted. The couple tied the knot in a cozy ceremony in the fall of 1992, surrounded by loved ones. Post-marriage, they made their home in Katy, Texas. Belinda followed her passion for teaching at Katy High School, David's former school, while David became a coach and educator at AAF Hastings High School. With the passage of time, the yearning for a family in the hearts of David and Belinda Temple only intensified. 3 years into their wedded life, they welcomed their son, Avon, into the world, marking a pinnacle of happiness in their lives. David, as described by those close to him, was a paragon of a spouse, providing unwavering support to Belinda in every facet of their shared existence, ensuring her comfort and well-being. Yet there existed a contrasting narrative about their union, as observed by some acquaintances. These individuals perceived David's behavior towards Belinda as domineering. They recounted instances where David would belittle Belinda, criticizing her physique, her parenting, and her homemaking. Belinda's twin sister, who joined them during festive occasions, recalled David's tendency to mock Belinda's appearance. Furthermore, there were reports from various sources that David insulted Belinda's looks and disparaged her family, obstructing her and their son Avon's interactions with her relatives. David's discontent with Belinda's post-pregnancy physique was apparent, revealing his displeasure with her physical changes. Despite this, it was widely acknowledged that his affection for Avon was genuine, and he was a devoted and affectionate father. As time progressed, a rift developed between David and Belinda. An encounter with a past sweetheart at a high school reunion led to an indiscretion, which David confided in a friend the next day. His time away from home grew more frequent, under the guise of socializing with colleagues, while in truth, he was visiting nightclubs and engaging in fleeting romantic encounters. Belinda, left at home, felt a growing unease about their marriage. While caring for their son, she grappled with suspicions of David's infidelity. Despite sharing her concerns with friends, she struggled to accept the possibility, hoping for a logical explanation for David's absences. However, her discovery of nightclub charges on their credit card statements fueled her suspicions. David's weak explanations did little to assuage her doubts, yet she chose to accept them, albeit reluctantly. Following this episode, David expressed a desire to maintain separate finances, further isolating Belinda and exacerbating her worries. By the summer of 1998, the strain in David and Belinda's marriage was palpable, marked by frequent conflicts and prolonged silences. One evening, Belinda sought to address their issues, questioning David's love for her. His uncertain response left her unsettled, but by morning, his sentiments had shifted, affirming his love for her, much to her delight. Entering January 1999, the couple appeared to have mended their relationship. The news of Belinda's pregnancy with their second child, a daughter, brought them immense joy. On the morning of January 11th, 1999, Belinda, in the advanced stages of her pregnancy, and their 4-year-old son even, started their day as usual. While at Katy High School, Belinda received a call from the office. David, noting that Evan's fever had eased, decided to take him out, allowing Belinda some downtime. They departed their home at 4 p.m. for a nearby park, but didn't stay long. Opting for a change of scenery, David drove towards a more expansive park. En route, he stopped at Brookshire Brothers to buy a beverage for Evan and cat food, only to find it closed. Upon returning home and suspecting a burglary, David acted swiftly, taking Evan to a neighbor's house, urgently requesting they dial 911, and then hurried back home. At home, he was met with their dog Shaka's aggressive stance, which hindered entry. The arriving officers contemplated extreme measures to enter the home, fearing someone inside was harmed. As they were about to act, David returned. David was then escorted to the station for questioning about Belinda's demise. His demeanor during the interview was agitated and uncooperative. The detectives noted his evasive eye contact and restless movements. The interrogation, lasting over 3 hours, left detectives uncertain of David's involvement in Belinda's death. His responses were erratic, and he seemed anxious. Belinda, found shot, was dressed in her daily attire, adorned with her usual jewelry. The following day, an autopsy revealed Belinda had been fatally shot with a 12-gauge shotgun, causing severe cranial damage. The exact time of her death on January 11th remained undetermined. Upon scrutinizing the shattered glass, the investigator discerned a pattern suggesting the window was broken, while the back door stood open. This detail cast doubt on the break-in scenario. The expectation was that if the door had been shut, the glass would have been near the couch. Instead, its proximity to the front door implied an open back door during the incident. Other anomalies caught the investigator's eye at the scene. David's prized high school football ring was conspicuously displayed on the bedroom dresser, and the television remained, contradicting the robbery theory. These clues led detectives to surmise the crime scene was manipulated to mimic a burglary, but they later concluded the act was a deliberate assassination of Belinda. David's whereabouts were confirmed by security footage on November 30th, 2004. 6 years post the tragic event, David was apprehended and accused of the crime. The trial was postponed, taking 3 more years to initiate. Throughout this time, Heather faced no charges nor was implicated in the crime. In 2007, David's trial for his spouse's murder concluded without a verdict, leading to a mistrial. The subsequent sentencing was deferred due to the pandemic. In 2013, the proceedings resumed, and the jury swiftly convicted David, resulting in a life sentence.